Hey, what's going on, Taurus? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do the remainder of March read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe Taurus for March 2023. All right, Taurus. The first thing I see, Taurus, I feel like there is someone new coming in. And with this person, I feel like this person has always been focused on stability. I feel like this person, they established themselves. They have their shit together. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like they've always kind of kept their head down and kind of always focused on goals that they had placed in front of them. And we also have the King of Pentacles. A lot of stability with this person. I feel like this person has always been focused on that, because they haven't met the right one. So instead of wasting their time, this isn't the type of person that wastes their time. They are very diligent about what they spend their time on. And I feel like they've always kind of kept their head down because they never really seen anything worth keeping their head up for. Very established. This person has their shit together, like I said. But I feel like from the moment they meet you, things are changing. A lot of big changes coming for this person. And I feel like with this person, I feel like in the beginning, it was more of a, there's a lot of physical energy between the two of you. I feel like that's what kind of caught their attention. But I feel like it's moving quite quickly after that. A lot of fast moving energy. And like I said before, this is not typical of this person. This is not how it really worked for this person. But they can't shake the feeling that there's definitely something more. Like I said, I feel like they noticed you first. And it moved very quickly into something more. We have the King of Swords, a very authority figure type energy. This person could be older than you or just more mature than what you're used to. But like I said, I feel like this person never really let their hair down and had some fun. They have always been focused on what they're doing. But with you, you've changed a lot in this person, or you are going to change a lot in this person. This person finds himself thinking about you. Like I said, it starts off physical, but it becomes something much more very quickly. We have that Four of Cups. They're only thinking about you. I feel like this person sees you as someone that can, if I'm going to be honest, I see this person as someone that doesn't really do the one night stand thing. They don't really invest in something that has no future. But with you, very quickly, they see a future. And we have the Hierophant. I do see a strong union between you and this person. Like I said, I don't feel like this person makes, they're not doing it casually. They're not a casual person. This person would rather not do that and just kind of save it all for them. You know what I mean? They're not putting themselves out there for something that doesn't matter. This is not a casual person. If there's no meaning behind it, if there's no future in it, they don't invest. But with you, they've seen something different. The physical is just what brought them to the door. It's the rest that makes them want to cross the threshold. You know, their intuition is telling them that there's something much more here than they have ever really seen. You know, I feel like this person is fantasizing. You know, not only are they thinking about you, but they're fantasizing about you. You know, they think about you when you're not around. You know, and like I said, just because it's moving fast, I feel like this person is they still want to establish that trust. They are taking their time, but what moved quickly is their feelings for you. It moved from something physical to something much more. But I feel like they are still going to take their time because, like I said, I feel like they're very methodical. You know, they plan things out. And I feel like that's something you're going to have in common with this person. I mean, we have new stability. I mean, we have the Seven of Pentacles as well. I feel like you're both on the same page. You're both looking for the same thing. Now, with this person, there's no bullshit. There's no hidden agendas. There's no hidden games. You know, there's only the truth. You know, and like I said, I don't feel like this person ever felt like they met someone that matched them before. And meeting you, it's almost like that's what drew them in. There's something about you. The physical brought them to your door, but the rest made them want to stay. I mean, we have the Three of Pentacles, that power couple type energy. I feel like this person never really felt like they met their match until now. And I feel like that's why it's moving this along that much quicker. That's what's making this person want to nurture this connection. You know, it's like someone that never invested. Okay, so you're thinking about someone that never invested, like money into the stock market or whatever. But then all of a sudden, this one investment crosses their desk and they can't seem to let it go. It's something that they can't let go, and they're not going to let go of it because there's a reason. They trust themselves. They trust their intuition. And like I said, this person is going to give everything they have to this. They're going to show up for you. I mean, they're willing to take that leap of faith because they don't have that, you know, with that Fool card, they don't have these type of feelings. It's not something they're used to. So when they have that feeling, they're just going for it, that gut feeling. And I feel like, I mean, we have, like I said, this person isn't looking for a short-term relationship. This person would only invest their time into something that meant something to them. So them investing their time into you shows how much they truly see as potential. I mean, this person's looking for that legacy. This person is going to make you an offer, and it's going to be a very mature offer. And what I mean by that is, like I said, they're not looking for a one-night stand. They're not looking for a casual relationship. They're not looking for something short-term. They're not investing in this because they've seen something minor. They've seen something and they can't seem to let it go. And I see a lot of happiness with this connection. And not only that, but I see a lot of good fortune. You know, this person knows a good investment when they see it. And I hate to say it like that because I don't want you to feel like they're investing. But you know what I mean. I mean, there's a lot of emotional fulfillment for both of you. You know, in that Hierophant, very strong union. And we're not going to be missing out on the physical part, though. You know, and I feel like you're going to get everything you want from this person. You know, having your cake and eating it too. Like I said, I feel like you're changing a lot in this person. They're seeing things in a different perspective. I mean, we have the Hangman as well. I mean, I honestly believe that sometimes, you know, some people out there, they're not going to invest any time in something that isn't for real. And if they don't feel that real feelings, you know, some people even ignore minor feelings. You know, sometimes they can have a sexual attraction to someone, but you don't ever look into it because you feel like that's all it is. And then one day you look up and there's someone there and you just can't get that person off your mind. That's the type of energy I'm getting from this read. And we have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We have that Sagittarius energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But I mean, so for story time, I have a great story for this. So my buddy, he's my cousin, but he's also my buddy. He was 24 or 25. I can't really remember. And I remember he never had a girlfriend. And, you know, I guess we always kind of wondered, you know what I mean? He never really seemed interested in girls. He worked his ass off. He used to work on the oil rigs when I used to do that. And, you know, people try to hook him up. His sister tried to hook him up with dates, her friends, you know what I mean? Because he's a really good guy. He has his shit together. He bought a house when he was 22. He saved every cent he had and bought a house. Or mortgaged a house. Anyway, you know, we always kind of wonder what was up. Like, why, you know, you're not interested in that. And I know there's some people out there that just aren't interested in that, in physical contact at all. You know, people have their own agendas, and I never really said anything to them, but I was kind of wondered, you know, I kind of wondered. And he was 24 or 25, like I said. And then, I remember this girl we were at the bar one night, and this girl was all over him. And she was a pretty girl, you know, she was flirting with him, and, you know, he kind of just brushed her off, and I was like, okay, you know, maybe he likes guys. I don't know. I don't want to judge. I never judge anybody. So when I seen that, I was just, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you know, and his sister had kids and his brother has kids, so he's always good with kids. So I just always wonder why he never really wanted to find that person to start a family with. And, you know, for the next year, that girl chased him. She went to, you know, she showed up at his house parties, you know, or she showed up at house parties that he was at. He never had house parties, but she showed up at parties that he was at. She always flirted with him. She'd message him all the time, you know, and anyway, a couple years later, like, he never did anything about it, never hooked up with her, never even acknowledged it. A couple years later, I think he was like 28, 29, he finally met this girl, and, you know, they hit it off right away. You know, they spent a few years together, and I remember one time I was sitting down with him, and I said to him, I said, how come you never dated? Like, why didn't you ever seem interested in girls? I always thought maybe you like guys, and maybe you didn't do that because you thought people would judge you or whatever reason. I said, I just never understood that. He said, I never seen anybody that caught my eye. And I was thinking, it took you 28 years to find someone that caught your eye. And the person he caught his eye, and he even told me that night too as well. And, you know, I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to embarrass him. He knows what I'm talking about, but he said that was the first girl he ever been with. And he wanted the first girl, he was hoping that the first girl he ever been with was the only girl he ever been with. And so far, that holds true. So it just goes to show you never know. But like I said, I mean, you know, I've seen guys that didn't want to get in relationships before, and they, you know, pick up side pieces and hook up with, you know, have hookups or whatever. And I've seen girls like that too, but I've never seen anybody that just avoided them at all costs, it seemed like. But he said, I never seen anybody that caught my eye, so I was just investing. He said, I see so many people get with people, and they spend a couple years with them, and then they break up, and then, you know, they have to split all the stuff, and, you know, all that drama. You have kids with somebody, then you got to pay child support. And he said, I just didn't want any of that. I wanted to save all my money till I found the person that I could share it with. And I wanted to share it with one person. And even when he started dating that girl, they dated for 2 years before she moved in with him. You know, like he said, he goes, I had it all planned out. I didn't want to have multiple girlfriends. I didn't want to have multiple relationships. I didn't want to have kids with the wrong woman. And when he told me that, I thought, that takes a lot of commitment. Because I'm sure there's going to be some nights where, and I even said that to him, I said, there's got to be some nights where you wish you know, could just find somebody to hook up with, or, you know, found somebody that was interesting, that he said, yeah, but I held my ground. And he said, I got what I wanted. So kudos to him. But that's, I mean, it's relevant to the story and the fact that there's some people out there that just, they don't put effort into something unless it's worth putting effort into. You know, some people are dreamers, and some people are optimists, and some people are pessimists, and then there's some people right in the middle. They don't base their opinions on good and bad. They base their opinions on how they feel about it, what they want. And if that person, you know, is giving them what they want. Like with him, I mean, I'm sure I've never seen a whole lot of girls hitting on him, but I remember that one girl for a year. I remember I hanging out in his house, and she'd be messaging, want to hang out, and, you know, like this and that. And he goes, I just never seen any future with her. So I wasn't going to do anything. You know, I'm not going to invest in something that I don't see a future in. It made a hell of a lot of sense. Not a lot of people have that kind of restraint, but, you know, it still struck me weird when he told me that I was the first girl. He wanted the first girl that he was with to be the last girl he was with. Everybody's different. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.